over at our Phacelia site, and it's just coming into flower now. And in between the pumpkins, they have sown sunflowers. So ultimately, the queen's got to go.
And each engine producing around 3,000 horsepower.
I'm playing catch up this week. It's been a couple of weeks since I last went through these nukes. One of our nuke apiaries, and I'm just off to another one after this. So I've got about 100 or so nukes to get through today. I'd like to get another graph done if I've got time as well, but we shall see. So just check where these nukes are up to, make sure we've got enough space, make sure all the queens have been accepted, because I've got another round of splits to do if they're big enough. So these were a recently transferred Langstroth nuke into an 8-frame hive. I'm just starting to draw out, because there's still a massive flow on here. We are very lucky. They're just starting to draw out that plastic foundation. In fact, the queen's up here. There's no queen excluder on this. I can see eggs in it. So I've just come to another one of our nuke yards. So I've got all these to check. They're very, very busy. There's plenty of nectar coming in. In fact, I forgot about those 2 nukes there on the floor. I can't remember if I put queens in those or not. Well, we're set to find out, aren't we? So yeah, I'm going to check these for size. I know they're all queen right, or they were queen right. So that green one there is the one we put our breeder queen in the other week. So obviously we're going to check that for the first time now. Fingers crossed she's been accepted. Otherwise it's going to be expensive. So this colony have done really well this year. So that's 4 full to the brim supers. And I've actually just put 2 more empties on. One of cut comb and just a frame of foundation, because there's still a massive flow on. We're not ready to put our treatments on yet, so I might as well give them a little bit more room. If they fill them, they fill them. If not, then so be it. Fingers crossed for this one then. This is the breeder queen. We'll see what we've got. Just realised it's the first time I've been in these nukes. It's very busy. First time I've been in these nukes since I put mated queens in the other ones as well. So far 100% success rate and acceptance, but we'll see if that continues. Big frame of stores there. Now I have to keep my eye out for this queen. So although she is marked, it's really dark khaki green, difficult to see, so I am gonna, if I can find her, if she's still in here, I am gonna remark her something much brighter. Well, this is just all stores so far. Calm though, which suggests they've got a queen. I just hope it's the one we want. So much nectar coming in. Oh, it's not looking good. I'll tell you why it's not looking good. You haven't eaten through the fondant. She's still in there. She's been in 2 weeks and she's still in the cage, which worries me, because now I think there's more chance of having a virgin in here. So no signs of any hatch queens or anything else like that. But I just find it really odd that they haven't eaten through that fondant to get to her. Oh, and that's just a big frame of stores. No, I don't think there's anything else in here. Just for whatever reason, they haven't released her yet. It is rock solid. Where did you go? So I've just dug away a little bit at the fondant. I'm not 100% happy, but other than shaking them all through a queen excluder, there's not a lot I can do. I've had a good look through. Once I took her out the box, the noise in the hive changed, so it tells me obviously they're panicking because the queen's been taken out. I have had a look, there's no other eggs in there, no sign of any hatch cells or anything like that, so I do think she is the only queen in there. And they're not being aggressive towards her in the cage or anything like that. So I'll give them another week or so, another 10 days, and we'll check them again. So over at our Phacelia site, and it's just coming into flower now. So it'll grow a lot more than this yet, but it's just starting to get that purple hue across it. But on the other side, you may have just seen it behind me there, we have a wonderful crop. That's a noisy plane. We have a wonderful crop of August rapeseed. So Ollie's put a mix, he's put a pollen and nectar mix in here, or a bird mix. But obviously, I said it's got buckwheat in it and bits of all sorts. But obviously the rape has bolted first, it's gone away. So you can actually smell rapeseed in the air again, the OSR. So it looks like we're getting an August rapeseed crop as well. Which, do you know what? Although it sounds a bit of a pain, if this rape flowers first, we can get it in the supers, get the supers off, and then everything else flowers, we might not be so bad. It won't, obviously, it'll stop everything setting then. So there's a bit of buckwheat just coming into flower. So there's plenty to go up. There's just something about that OSR smell, it just gets you excited. But unfortunately, there's not many UK farmers going to be growing it going forward because of the flea beetle. So the forage just keeps coming and coming for us. So you can see the bees are on the OSR. There's lots of bright yellow pollen coming in, and there is nectar coming in. So I'll pull this frame out for you. So the air on a flow. It's not a great day today weather-wise. It's overcast, it's windy, it's not the warmest. But like I say, it is threatening warmer temperatures next week. And if that's the case, we'll be onto an epic flow. So there we go, late flow. And it's just encouraging these queens to keep on laying more and more. So this is the very end frame. And it's just full of hatching, emerging brood and freshly laid eggs where she's backfilled. So they're literally to the edges. There's loads and loads of fresh eggs in these where she's backfilled, the hatch brood. So every colony I've been in so far is really, really strong. Luckily no signs of wanting to swarm or supersede. So another week, 2 weeks when all that brood's hatched. Hopefully that coincides then with some decent weather and this Phacelia kicking off. So you can see the buckwheat now, a bit more abundant here where we are. Don't get me wrong, there's not mass of it, it's only smattering amongst the rapeseed and the clover and the other bits and bobs that's in there, but you just got to admit you can't grumble at that. So it's hard to tell from here, that's a decent sized rapeseed field, and that's on the other side there is where the Phacelia is. Yeah, that's it. Got to be happy to flow this late in the season. It's not unusual for us, we do push the boundaries a little bit. I won't be putting my treatments on until September, and yes, I guess that's a little bit of a squeeze to get them on, get the bees treated and ready for winter. But anything that would the bees store away now in the brood box is obviously all going to be theirs, so they should put quite a bit of stores away now with this, and then we'll just subsidise any feed that we need to with some invert at the end of the season. So that's another 7 splits done on this site. Keep seeing little toads. Oh, there you go. A little toad or a frog. With frog actually in the grass. So that's another, like I say, 7 splits done. We've got an empty nuke over there that the bees are robbing like mad. But if it looks like I'm wearing 2 suits, that's because I am. Now, generally our bees are really well behaved, other than adverse weather or anything that's like that. But we haven't got many colonies that that we're afraid to go in, except one on this site. Now we brought them back from Hereford. They were horrible down at Hereford, and they seem to have got even worse now they're back home. So ultimately the queen's got to go. So we've got some queens on order, some mated queens. I have a feeling they're going to be difficult to requeen, to be honest, but we're going to have a go anyway. So I'm going to go in, squash the queen, we'll leave them queenless for a week, knock back any cells and then replace them with a brand new F1 queen. But they will chase me, they will sting me. So I've got 2 suits on and my brand new pair of Tektron leather gauntlets that came yesterday. So thank you, Darius, sent those in the post, along with my new uncapping bar for my uncapping table, which you might have seen on our social media. If you're not following us on our social media, why not? On Facebook and Instagram, Simply Beautiful Honey. So give us a follow if you'd be kind enough to do so. So yeah, double suited, double gloved. Vic's found another frog or another toad. I don't really know the difference. Well, I do know the difference, but I'd say toad. But so yeah, we're going to go in and squash her. We've left it till last because we don't want to get badged with bees our way through doing these splits, and then we're off to Hightown then to make a few more. Excuse the paint and everything, wood glue all over me. So this is turning into a great little site, this. So this is our pumpkin site. So the pumpkins are still in flower, plenty of them too, and in between the pumpkins they have some sunflowers, which are just coming out now as we speak. So you can see them just starting to open. There we go, and some are already open. So they're into sowing between the pumpkins, and that's not maize, that's actually sweet corn. So they're going to be doing pumpkin picking and sweet corn picking. I don't know anywhere else that does pick your own sweet corn. It's a first for me. So yeah, that's it. The hives are there. We've just brought some more nukes up. We are going to bring some more as well, because what I need to start doing, I've got a few of my nuke sites is a little bit overcrowded nuke wise. I want to start dotting them about a little bit, just making the most of this this flow later on in the season. Obviously the more honey and stores I can get into the nukes, the less feed I'm going to have to put onto them. So we're just making our way through Liverpool 1. They just started a nasty rumour with me actually that it's going to be 27, 28 degrees next week, 30 odd degrees down south London way. If it's true, that'd be nice. But our plan is to pull the honey this week regardless. So we've brought our clearer boards. We're going to put these on. They're the ones we use with a rhombus. And then next week we'll come and pull the supers and get them extracted, because all the honey will go to the Liverpool 1 employees. So the gulls have got spotters out. Here we go. I think they're just hatching a plan, no pun intended. So I wonder how long we get before we get bombed. Yeah, that's it, clearer boards on. Honey pull this week, and hopefully anything else they make, when if this warm weather does come, they can keep for themselves then. So when I come up here, it always reminds me about the film Hangover, when Mr. Chow has that fighting cockerel, and he feeds it on a certain white powder and chicken to make it really aggressive. Well, these seagulls have been eating just the same, so that it looks like they've been down and out in KFC at the bins. So that's birds eating birds. But yeah, there's KFC bones and bird bones everywhere all over the roof. So no wonder they're big and aggressive. So it's Friday, we're back out, just a couple of hours working now, and hopefully have a bit of an early dart. Off tractor pulling tomorrow. Well, I'm not pulling tractors or trailers, but we're going to watch some tractor pulling at Great Eggleston, and then Sunday we've got Ormskirk Food Festival. So just an update on yesterday. I was wrong, it's not OSR rapeseed, it was actually mustard, but it smells exactly the same, it's the same family, but all the assures me it's mustard that's growing in those fields. And also a little update on what I thought was dandelion is in fact ragwort. So it's in abundance at the moment, and the bees are doing really, really well on it. So I'm at our Langstroth apiary, or what is to be our Langstroth apiary. Unfortunately, I've not been greeted by the cows this week. So that means one of two things. Either they've moved fields, or... So yeah, when I came the other week, I brought my hedge trimmer. Completely honest with you, it wasn't up to the job. So the bossman beat me. So I've come with my brush cutter, trimmer, attachment, and so It's actually a bit of an animal, this. Oof, he says. So you can see, yeah, spinning ninja star thing passing on the bottom, brush cutter. So yeah, it should make short work of this. And then I can't decide what to do with getting hive stands. I've got two options: whether I build my own, which I normally do, or there's a manufacturer does some galvanized legs and you just put the rails into them. So it might be useful, but like I say, I've not decided. It's probably brought us along cost wise. Price of timber at the moment, might as well buy something a little bit more substantial, I think. But yeah, make a start on this. I can get some hives moved to here, then some Langstroth hives, make some room in my other apiaries. I want to start getting everything, some of the stuff in place now where I want it to be over winter. I said this is going to be a permanent static apiary, this one. So I say once they're here, they can stay here then. And there we go, covered in green stuff, slugs and God knows what else, but that's a right yard now. So initially, like I said, I will be bringing Langstroths up here, but it's a great overwinter yard. This is just a great yard full stop. So it's fenced on three sides. It's out the way anyway. You have to go down, you have to have access to the farm and then a farm track. But just an abundance of balsam at this time of year, obviously hawthorn and whatever else. Earlier on, there's some sort of spider on my lens. So it still needs a flail, to be honest. Obviously, these balsam stems will go really tough now and difficult to mow. So it wants flailing off, and then I can keep on top of it with a normal mower. Then it's nice and level. It's in full sun. I think ideally some rows of plastic pallets and either hives or nukes or whatever, probably an ideal nuke yard as well, where I can just keep taking splits and, like I say, they won't be overcrowded. But happy with that. Like I say, get on top of it now, get the bees moved here for over winter. I can pull the truck up there, I can feed easy. Spot on. Felt lucky with this one. Time for home, time for a cold one. Ready for it. See you in a bit. So the bigger boys are coming in now. Apparently this one's a tank engine.
Launch into the track, power the nose into the air, doing the business. Then we bring Dutch griffins on next.
You said a gripping engine then? Is that not a fighter jet?
So 2 V12 griffins taken out of the Shackleton. And each engine producing around 3,000 horsepower. It will be loud. Watch your ears. Right, here we go. Griffin power.
I don't know how much of the volume that picked up, but you could feel the ground shaking with that one.
So beautiful paint job on this machine, all the way from Denmark. Here we go. Come on,
Jesus, they're going to have to plant some trees to compensate for that one.
3, 2 little ones into a big one. Good job.